Alright, so this is my 2014 BMW S1000RR, and I'm kind of gonna go over, my thoughts on it. I've had it for a year, and I dailied it for an entire year while in college up there. So this was the only thing that I had to use up there by myself. And whether or not I think you should daily it. So all right, so like I said, I'm gonna kind of go over some reasons. The simple answer, if you're thinking about dailying not only a bike but this bike specifically, is yes, do it. It's comfortable, it's light. I mean, it's a BMW. If you want to attract attention, of course, it's the BMW. But like, if you're just looking for a bike, especially a sports bike, 1000, not all of them are comfortable. This one was pretty comfortable. I mean, at one point I was going from, city to city where I worked every day. So that was about a 60, 70 mile round trip every day. And I didn't mind it. In the morning, during traffic, prime, 5 o'clock coming home, I loved it. Everything about it. I bought this bike wanting to do so much to it. I bought it with 9,980 miles. And right now on the dash, we're looking at, okay, sweet, I think it's 22.7, so almost 13,000 miles, almost. Man, I would do it all over again. And if, like I said, if you're looking for a bike and you're thinking, okay, well, the BMW, it's a nice bike, but is it reliable? The simple question, man, is yes. I've had two major issues with this bike, and you're probably thinking, well, how's it reliable with two major issues? They were both operator error, if that makes any sense. It's something that can happen to any bike, not just specifically the BMW. What had happened was, the first one was my chain was missing bearings, so the bike would skip, and I couldn't figure it out. I thought it was something crazy. It was just the chain and sprocket. Fixed it right away. And then at a certain point, I thought my bike, when I would ride it, would feel like it would just lose, like it would lose 2 cylinders and only be riding on 2. Turns out I was using a lock for my wheel, and it was hitting my power commander. So the one thing that I will say, and straight out, if you're going to upgrade this bike a little bit like I did, don't cheap out and get a power commander. Flash the ECU. You won't have any of that problem that I had, and it was for a good 2 months. I was scared, couldn't figure it out, thought something happened, but no. And then everybody likes to talk about, okay, well, the maintenance is expensive. Yes, if you take it to BMW, but that's any BMW. At a certain point, this is $10,000 plus bike, so I don't know what to expect. But if you can just take it to a normal shop that you trust, and normally only charge a little bit more because it's a BMW, but not that much. And if you can do it yourself, I mean, that's what I did. That's where I got lucky. I like working on the bike, so I was able to do everything, the maintenance, spark plugs, oil change, just all the stuff that you need to do to, a bike every 6,000 miles, something like that. So if you look at and read the manual, it tells you exactly when to do things on your bike. Do them. If you do them, the bike will love you and treat you right, I promise. I haven't had any. I had an oil leak, but it was my fault again. I guess I just didn't tighten the nut for the inner sprocket, so I was leaking oil through there. Once I tightened it, no oil leak. I haven't had a leak anywhere else, no issues. I mean, at one point, like I said, I was doing just 70 miles for work, but then I had to ride, of course, around, maybe 100, 200, 100, 120 miles per day. And I mean, she fires right up. Never once not fired up. I love this thing. It's got a full acro. Unfortunately, I'm going to try to, do something with that. The reason why I'm talking about it is because I am supposed to get another bike, which will leave me to sell this one, and I'm going to be very upset because this one did a lot for me, but basically the same bike, so you'll see that soon. But man, I love this bike. And whether I think it's worth it to own it, 100%. They're fast. I loved it. I mean, when it came to, racing, man, it did did good. It did what it needed to do. Unfortunately, I won't be able to take this one to the track. I am going to the track, but it's going to be with the new one or my CBR. That's the only time I wish I was able to do it. But other than that, you know, street riding, being an asshole on the road, this one did perfect. I loved every second of it. Like I said, almost 13,000 miles in a year. I dailied it every single day. Rain, freaking cold, didn't matter. I loved it. It helped me blow up, you know, a little bit on Instagram and TikTok. I was trying to have it blow up with me on YouTube, but I think the next one hopefully will be there for that. I love this bike so much. It's gonna suck. I really wanted it to go out with me. However, it needed to, but like I said, the next one is basically the same bike. It's just a little bit different. This one's gonna suck. She's an awesome bike. I'll give you a little startup. It's warm, so. And like I said, every time fires up. Not a single issue. Like nothing. Clockwork. Got a little rev. Hurts. It's gonna suck because the next bike's gonna have a cat, so it's not gonna be as loud, but I'll get one of these. I'm not even tripping. A whole acro or even something else, whatever people recommend. But man, I love this thing and I'm gonna miss it so much. But like I said, when it came to reliability and should you do it, do it. And I mean, I kept it outside when I was in college because I needed to, and having a freaking garage, and you know, with the sun, the weather. As long as I had a, you know, cover, but she did perfect, man. I couldn't ask for anything else. Couldn't have asked for a better bike to hold me down when I needed it to. So yeah, this is my 2014 BMW with almost 23,000 miles. I dated it. Should you? Yes. Do it now. Don't even think about it. If you have the opportunity to buy this bike or ride this bike, do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. It's the most fun I've ever had on a bike. Yeah, there she is.